commands. You know, that's the elect. Isaiah 11:11 next. It says, "It shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people." That lines up with the last scripture. He says, "Seek thy servant." Is not Jacob, is not the Israelites known as Jacob my servant? Didn't the Lord say that in the book of what is that? Isaiah 45, I believe. He said, "Jacob my servant and Israel mine elect." You know? So that's what he said. Seek thy servant. So the Lord, he said, the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. You know, and how is he doing that? Through the word. It says that in Baruch 5. You know, I forget the exact verse, but Baruch, the 5th chapter, speaks about, you know, being gathered together by the word. It says, to which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pethros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from the Hamath and from the islands of the sea. So that's all the lands. That just represents all the lands that Israel was scattered, you know. Really, it's even more than what was named, but Israel is scattered in all these different lands, you know. So that's why, you know, beginning with our apostle order of GMS, we're in the spirit. Like when we see a heathen, we don't just automatically assume that's a heathen, you know, unless they're doing some off, you know, wicked heathenistic shit. But we give people the benefit of the doubt. You know, we be like, hey, that guy might be a Jake. All right. But then if he opens his mouth and, like I said, say some off heathenistic, his energy is off, you know, says some wicked off stuff, you know, we might be like, oh, never mind. That dude ain't no Jake. But we give people the benefit of the doubt because we know that our people were scattered in the other lands, you know, among the heathens. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcast of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So that's what the Lord is doing. He's gathering us right now. Okay? We were all outcasts of Israel, you know, and that's why the scripture speaks about in the New Testament, you know, the Gentiles, you know, there's no difference between a Jew or Greek. That's talking about Israelites, you know, Israelites that spoke Greek, Israelites in the Gentile state of mind. The Gentiles that can make it are Israelites. Those aren't, you know, the natural Gentiles, all right? So we were all made outcasts, all right? We were all outcasted. We didn't know Hebrew. We didn't know we were Israelites. We didn't know the name of our God is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That there are so-called black men with white woolly hair. That the angels are so-called black men, you know, different shades of brown. You know, the so-called UFOs are really the chariots, the vehicles of the angels. You know, that America's Babylon the Great. We didn't know any of these things. That's what I'm trying to say. We were outcasts. But the Lord brought us back, all right? It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart. Ephraim represents the northern kingdom of the nation of Israel. You so-called Latinos and native indigenous tribes, you know, that's you. Ephraim represents you tribes, all right? So it says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah, which are the so-called, you know, black Negro tribes, you know, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all right? So-called blacks, you know, West Indians, Haitians, okay? It says that the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So that separation of so-called blacks and Hispanics, that's being taken away. All right. And another scripture that speaks on this, which is a prophecy, is Amos 9:11. It speaks about the tabernacle of David being built back up and the breaches, you know, being closed up. That's a part of the breaches being closed up. That division, you know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he divided and conquered the nation of Israel. Even to this day, there's certain, you know, boneheads out there that try to act like so-called Hispanic and native tribes are different people, you know, which just shows you how much our people have been destroyed. But that's, you know, really that's the minority. Most most Israelites, mainly in the truth, of course, but even Jake outside of the truth, they're in the spirit of kind of coming back together. Because that's the spirit Yahweh Bashem Yahshai put in the earth. I'm going to get Jeremiah 50:8. Just going into us being lost sheep again, All right. It says, hold up, what's it? 6, Salakia. It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. The shepherds being the pastors, even these other Israelite leaders, all the leaders of our people, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King. All right. What's that dude's name? Farrakhan. All these dudes, all these so-called leaders, they led our people astray from the truth. Okay. The true leaders are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay. It says they have turned them away. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. The hills and the mountains represents governments, or you could say countries. We forgot that Israel was our homeland, but now it's being inhabited by heathens. Okay, by the Amalekites, and the Ishmaelites, which a lot of our people are scattered over there too. Even amongst the Amalekites, there's Israelites scattered. All right. Even amongst the so-called Palestinians, there's Israelites, scattered among them. All right. I'm gonna end off with Matthew 15. All right. What was that? 24. All right. This is Yahweh Shai. Says, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So the Lord is sent to those people who were once lost. All right. Which a lot of our people, we're outside of the truth. All of our people are lost. And there's even members of the elect right now that are in a lost state of mind. But the Lord, he sent his prophets to teach his word, which he is the word, and those lost sheep are gonna be found, Matter of fact, hold up. I also wanted to, I didn't put it down, but I'm gonna end off with this actually, because those lost sheep, our shepherd is Yahweh Shai, Sheep need a shepherd. When you look at the nature of a sheep, it's a very simple animal. It's a very simple-minded, it's a dumb animal. I'm gonna just, say it bluntly. So sheep need shepherds. So our shepherd is Yahweh Shai. This is John 10 and 14. It says, I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. So he knows who are his. He knows who the elect are. He knows who his chosen are. And the chosen know who our shepherd is, Lord willing, we're of the elect, and which is Yahweh Shai. We know his name. We know how he looks. We know his characteristics, and we know how he's coming back. All right. It says, as my Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I laid down my life for the sheep, which he did. That's how we have access to this word. He made us friends of the Most High again through that sacrifice. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I kind of just lost my place. But yeah, I lost my place. Oh, right here. Verse 16, it says, and other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Not multiple shepherds, not Jesus, not God, not Most High. It's Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's the one shepherd. Yahweh Shai is the shepherd, And there's one fold. There's not, the scripture says, straight is the way that leads to salvation, and few there be that find it. There's not many paths. You can't be a Christian and make it on a chariot. You can't be a Muslim and make it on a chariot. There's only one path.